Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly. "127 Hours". While exploring a remote canyon in Utah, mountaineer and adventurer Aaron Ralston becomes trapped when a boulder falls on his arm. Over the next 5 days, Ralston examines his life and considers his options, leading him to an agonizing choice to amputate his arm, so that he can extricate himself and try to make his way back to civilization, or remain pinned to the canyon wall and likely die. Based on Ralston's book, Between a Rock and a Hard Place. Surrogates. In the near future, people live their lives free of pain, danger, and complications through robotic representations of themselves, called surrogates. When the first mod in more than a decade rocks this near-perfect society, FBI agent Greer discovers a vast conspiracy and must abandon his own surrogate to solve the crime, risking his own life in the process.
The Lone Ranger. In 1933, a boy discovers an ancient Native American in a sideshow carnival tent. The Indian is Tonto, the old companion of John Reid, a lawman more famously known as the Lone Ranger. With this opportunity to set the record straight about his and Reid's adventures, Tonto recalls the day in 1869 when he first encountered the man who would be his trusted friend, and tells of their teamwork bringing down Butch Cavendish and their Old West outlaws.
The mountain between us. Stranded after a tragic plane crash, two strangers must forge a connection to survive the extreme elements of a remote snow-covered mountain. When they realize help is not coming, they embark on a perilous journey across the wilderness. Jungle. A mysterious guide escorts an enthusiastic adventurer and his friend into the Amazon jungle, but their journey turns into a terrifying ordeal as the darkest elements of human nature and the deadly threat of the wild force them to fight for survival.
Avatar. On the lush island world of Pandora live the Na'vi, beings who appear primitive but are highly evolved. Because the planet's environment is poisonous, human Na'vi hybrids called avatars must link to human minds to allow for free movement on Pandora. Jake Sully, Sam Worthington, a paralyzed former Marine, becomes immobile again through one such avatar and falls in love with a Na'vi woman, Zoe Saldana. As a bond with her groans, he is thrown into a battle for the survival of her world.
The Revenant. While exploring the uncharted wilderness in 1823, frontierman Hugh Glass sustains life-threatening injuries from a brutal bear attack. When a member of his hunting team kills his young son and leaves him for dead, Glass must utilize his survival skills to find a way back to civilization. Grief-stricken and fueled by vengeance, the legendary fur trapper treks through the snowy terrain to track down the man who betrayed him.
Ice Age. 20,000 years ago, Earth is a wondrous prehistoric world filled with great danger, not the least of which is the beginning of the Ice Age. To avoid a real bad foresight, the planet's majestic creatures and a few small, slothful ones begin migrating south. The story revolves around sub-zero heroes, a woolly mammoth, a saber-toothed tiger, a sloth, and a prehistoric combination of squirrel and rat known as Scrat. Monsters Incorporated. Monsters Incorporated is the largest scare factory in the monster world, and James Sullivan is one of its top scarers. Sullivan is a huge, intimidating monster with blue fur, large purple spots, and horns. His scare assistant, best friend, and roommate is Mike Wazowski, a green, opinionated-faced, little one-eyed monster. Visiting from the human world is Boo, a tiny girl who goes where no human has ever gone before.
Silent Hill. Unable to accept the fact that her daughter is dying, Rose decides to take the girl to a faith healer. On the way, the pair drives through a portal in reality, leading an airy town called Silent Hill. The town is surrounded by opposing darkness, and the